Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you on the way home. My name is Mike Arada and I am human. The reason why I decided to share my thought with you is that I prepared a speech with the same name for a Czech logistic conference with one and only aim to learn why the way home is faster. I was asked for that in 2018 on the last part of the conference sessions. When I started to work with this topic, I found out that I am not alone who feels that the way home is shorter. In 2014, there was a set of Japanese scientists who aimed the same topic. And on the June 10th, they published a study with the result. Who knows a Japanese culture and scientists and colleagues knows very well that there was a lot of work behind, a lot of measurements, a lot of analytics and next measurements and next analytics, a lot of work. It took almost a year to deliver the result, and the result is the way home is not shorter. It's just a physical or psychical disorder called post-diction, explanation after the fact. To be honest, I was not happy with this result, not at all. And I decided to continue on my study. Because it's easy to say that the way home is not shorter. I need just one day to find it out. But why do we feel so? Why do we feel that it's fast? Why do we feel this every single day when we return home? Maybe because it's faster? Or is there any other reason? Maybe because we try to catch someone or something. Maybe because of something try to catch us. Or maybe the reason is because we do return. But where do we return? Do we return on a place which we know from July 2019? Or do we return to the place which we know from July 2020? Which one? We simplify that, we say we return home. Home means a place where we throw away small things which we use just a single time. Home is a place where we call biofood what once was bio-waste, what once was called food. Home is something where we buy expensive things to throw it away even more expensive way. And it is a place where we collect garbage bins instead of trees. And when our plants, which we do not sell, land up on a landfill, the same place where number is the limit of success, and if you are above, you have no right to say anything. What if it's not a psychical disorder? What if it's a tool of change? Every one of you probably have heard about post-traumatic stress disorder, which many soldiers has to face, or many accident survivors. But do you know there is a very opposite as well? So-called post-traumatic growth. Maybe you never heard this word, but I am sure you have seen the people. Paralympic, many disabled who do the same work as you do, but has their disabilities. Sometimes the change starts with a shock, and the same was with Industry 5.0. At the first time, there is frequently the wake-up call. It shows up pictures, but you never realize that you will understand it this way. Logistics was, and it is, the way of correcting the mistakes of the past. When you built your warehouse too far from the city because the ground was cheaper, not to realizing that for the rest of the life, everything will be more expensive. But in Industry 5.0, it is the logistics is preventing the issues of the future. It is teaching that less can mean more. It is teaching that single use is just a system fail. It is teaching that humans do not have to serve machines, but machines should serve human beings. Logistics is the logic of movement. In the years 2015, 2016, and 2018, I have been spoken about people, time, and space. I did it in a Logistic Ride conference, the same conference I'm right now going to in a train. But in 2020, our homes become jails and prisons and punishment, and the streets which we fill with cars remain empty. Paradox become a standard. And images which we will smile and laugh about last year, we consider that these are not a bad idea for our warehouses with a law, high roofs. Exceptions become rules, and we plant our food, which is almost disconnected to the ground. Despite the fact that in the past and in the nature, the roots connect up to 2 meters deep, just with the grass. The lies become the truth, only because we are great in telling lies. Just deliver a picture or a short movie, and everyone will believe what you show. And the future become a past where official conferences run by government members tell you and celebrate that in 2017 there was found out the Institute for Industry 4.0. Not to mention it that 2 years ago Industry 5.0 was born. And in all these environments, in all these aspects, the logistics is and was all the time the solution. If it was a good or bad solution, frequently depends only on the direction which you decide to go. Everyone had a choice. I had a choice to go and translate my Czech presentation into English, and your choice is to watch it. We made our decision, maybe in different times. And I'm not sure how about you, but I do return home, despite the fact I'd have to travel all across the country to deliver my speech. And my way will be shorter than the way back, because I am returning home, and everyone can decide how big his home will be and how it will look like. This image shows city of Kathmandu and the Mount Everest behind. For many citizens, it was the first time in their life to see this picture, because all the rest, all the time, was the city covered in smoke. If we want our trips to be faster. It's not about the gas and speed. It's about to returning home, no matter in which direction we go. The question is how to define home, and please try to answer this question by yourself. Is your home a place where we live, left part of us? Is a home a place, an address in which we found our shelter? Is a home a space in which are those we love? Or is a home just coordinate of GPS? I ask these questions and I get these answers because home has many faces. Living ones, so as the ones which are around us, reminding us on the life. And as the time goes, we change our approach to our homes. When I was young, when I was born, it was said good is everywhere, best at home. And I believed it. 18 years later, I thought, if good is everywhere, why should I stay at home? And I left my home. I return only time to time to it. 30 years later, I found out that wherever I am well, I am at home. The images used on this slide show one and only man, me. The first two are physical pictures. The last, third one, was digitalized by application in my mobile phone, making me older. Our homes has many faces, and it depends only on us how it will look like and how we will feel inside and how fast will be the way back. In current times, many try to tell us that after the digitalization of the work, we have to digitalize our education, we have to digitalize our shopping, we have to digitalize everything. So it looks like that there is one small step missing to digitalize the man. If we do so, our home will look like this. Because data don't need light. And the only question which I am not able to answer are if a man in digital form will be called human, and if a home in digital form will be called home. I realized that 7 years ago, and I started to build wasteless world. The world without waste and wasting in all its forms, my home. And I hope that this home will be home to you. And you will join me on the construction site. because you would like, same as me, to return home, no matter in which direction you go. And if you struggle on your way, please contact me. Get in touch with me. My name is Mike Arada. And I am human.